Hello everyone, my name is AZZATRU, how are you? And welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. In this video, we are going to be exploring the latest map to come to Battlefront 2, and it is Ajan Kloss. This is from the Rise of Skywalker film and part of the Rise of Skywalker update. This map is actually a lot bigger than you may think. It has a lot of verticality to it compared to other maps, so there isn't a lot of out of bounds areas, a lot of it is closed off, but there is some interesting things to find nevertheless, so let's just get straight into it. I'm going to start at the First Order spawn, and in this area you can see there is some First Order troop transports, but what happens is, if you go under the map, you will see another one. This is something common with Battlefront 2 maps. It's probably to do with spawning in those vehicles or something along those lines. And there is also a branch and a tree that is also in close proximity onto the map. No idea why, but they are there. And if we go a little bit further out, and you can see that this terrain piece goes all the way down and it goes all the way up. It's just this random piece of terrain that I don't know why it's like this, but you can't see it from any perspective in the map because it's actually under other parts of the terrain. But you get to see some of the cave there as well, where the Tantive 4 is, but we will explore that later on, because if we take a look back far out of the map, you can see that there is a lot of rock pieces that are not attached to the map. There is a lot of plains right here, just flat texture, and you can't see this. This is just all part of the building of the map, all part of the terrain. But if we go up close to this part of the terrain in the out of bounds area, you can see that there isn't anything really interesting to take a look at. They're all pretty much the same, and I think they are basically the same, but they give this map a bigger feel to it. It's all part of the video game trickery that the developers do. They make it seem like the map is a lot bigger than it actually is, and it really does work, and this is just one of the tricks they do. There's also a lot of waterfalls, you will notice, and a few places like this cave here that doesn't mean anything, but they are there to add a little bit more to the map from certain angles, and this is all part of the First Order spawn. Let's follow this river, and as you can see, it goes off into two different sections. This one doesn't go anywhere, but if we take a look down this path, there is actually a waterfall, and this is where the river sort of starts. And this is most likely going to be the Resistance spawn in Capital Supremacy, I think. And you can see that this is where all the craft is left, so you have Poe's brand new X-Wing, a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. They actually did reskin Poe's X-Wing to give it the Episode 9 look. There is also the Millennium Falcon, and this is just the original trilogy era model, because it does have the old circular radar dish back. And it's just a beauty to look at, as always. I always love having a map with the Falcon on. It's just fantastic to see. There is also other starfighters in this area. There is the X-Wings and A-Wings of the Resistance. They're all the same model. It's what we already have in the game. The A-Wings are all covered up, whereas the X-Wings themselves are not covered up, and there's a bunch of them in this area, and I must say the fact they've managed to achieve this level of authenticity with the film is astounding. Now, this knockdown tree reminds me of that scene in the trailer where Rey is running on the tree. Now let's take a look at the Rebel blockade runner. The Tantive 4 is here as seen in the trailers, and it's inside this cave, inside the Resistance base, and it's just awesome. The fact that you can fight under it, and there's a lot of space around it. One of my main concerns was, is it going to feel a bit too claustrophobic? Is there not going to be a lot of space? But there actually is in this area. Now let's take a look and go under the water and see if there is anything. Now, unfortunately, it's just terrain. But if you go under this area of the map of the Resistance base, you can see a Rebel X-Wing, not a Resistance X-Wing. It's an older model. No idea why, but it's there. For some ridiculous reason, it is there. And then we also have... The cave is a lot bigger than you think. It goes back quite a far bit, and there's a lot of little cave parts you'd expect to see. And then there is a rainbow in the background, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure how many other maps have a rainbow on, but there you go. There is a big rainbow in the background of Ajan Kloss. And just quickly, I'm going to give you guys the option to click off this video right now if you've not seen The Rise of Skywalker, because there is an object that I'm not going to give any context to, but it is in the film and is part of a major plot point, but I'm not going to give any context. So if you want to click off the video, you can do that right now. But this is an area of big significance in the story and that specific bed. But no context will be given here. You just know if you've seen the film. And that is Ajan Kloss Explored. This is a beautiful looking map in my opinion. It's a mixture of Yavin 4 and Scarif. I'm so glad it's not a bad map. It works out pretty well in co-op, and I can't wait to see it in Capital Supremacy. Let me know down in the comment section below your thoughts on this map, and if you learned anything new in this video, please do drop a like and subscribe for more videos like this. And check out any of the 2 previous videos on screen if you did miss them, and I shall see you all in my next Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Goodbye.